14. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Kaepernick now on 1st down.
Let's go, D.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
57, Mike 57. Yo.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now back to throw. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency? Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 12 more yards there and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 27-yard
Here's
line.
Brooklyn to once again go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for our visitors, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.